Okay, thank you, Jaime, and thank you everybody for joining this webinar. And so I'm really happy actually now to introduce, let's say, just maybe 2 or 3 number of our solutions, because I was told that I need to go through the CYPE architecture and CYPECAD. But if we have, a little bit time, so also I can a little bit talk about the open beam layout as well. But right now, mainly I'm gonna focus on CYPE architecture and CYPECAD. So if I want to talk about the our application, so as my friend Jaime mentioned about that, so we have the 151 applications. As you can see here, this is the BIM Server Center account. This is my account. Definitely, this is completely free of charge. So just you can search in your Google browser or Edge browser, and you can create your own account without any cost. And so it's not only about the creating account to see the models, and BIM Server Center, actually, if you want to talk about it, so maybe we need about 2 or 3 hours, just to let you know what is the BIM Server Center is. But for this short, let's say, period of time that we have, so first of all, I want to tell you, once you create the BIM Server Center, so here you have actually this icon, and then here you can go to the store. And once you click on the store, so you have this solutions. So if I go to, for example, structural analysis, so just click on that, and then so everything is categorized for you. And so this is the solutions. And maybe here I can mention about the CYPECAD, which is today we are going to go to focus on that. And it is customized for analysis and design of building type structures for especially, mid-rise, high-rise, and definitely, the housing systems. So you can use CYPECAD. But at the same time, so we have also other solutions like CYPE 3D. Just to give you a rough idea, so CYPE 3D is a general purpose solution for analysis and design of any type of structure. So it doesn't matter. It can be building, it can be warehouses, it can be any industrial structure, dam, dome. So it doesn't matter. So any type of structure can be model, analyze, design, and even in some extent you can generate the drawings as well. Okay, so this is the thing. And here already my friend Jaime mentioned about the CYPE Connect, which means if you have these steel structures, not only steel structures, even if you have the connection between the steel and timber or steel and concrete, so you can use the CYPE Connect software as well, which is a finite element based solution. And definitely you can go for complex configuration of the connections using this software. And so just I leave the other explanation about the structural solution to you. So I hope you have time to go to BIM Server Center and create your own account, and you will see all this information here. If I go to the architecture, so here we have the CYPE architecture, and even, you have the IFC builder. So as you know, nowadays, one of the advanced file format that we can exchange data is the IFC file format. So without any effort, you can, just download the IFC builder. You can just like AutoCAD, okay? So you can create your own, let's say, the geometry of the structure. And at the same time, actually, no, you are creating the IFC file format, and simply you can exchange this data to any software. Okay, and so for here you can see the application is free. For example, here CYPE architecture is completely free, IFC builder is completely free. Okay, so it is worth to mention that CYPE doesn't charge you for modeling solutions. Okay, CYPE architecture actually is like a Revit, okay, but it's not like Revit, you need to buy the software. So it's completely free because it is the modeling tools, okay? So that's why no need to pay any amount for CYPE architecture. So this is actually, a big advantage of using our solutions. So here you have, also if, especially if you are involved in BIM based projects, so you have all the solutions, okay? So for example, you have the air conditioning. So here you can actually, access them. You have the acoustic analysis, you have the electrical installations, you have the energy analysis, you have the fire protection, you have the health and safety, you have the lighting, or let's say lighting analysis, MEP analysis, project documentation, project execution. Okay, so you have plenty of solutions, and you don't need to jump from CYPE to any other solution to complete your let's say design process. So once I'm saying design process, so it is from the first stage, from the, let's say, planning up to let's say, the management and even operation. Okay, so let me just shorten my talk about the applications, and let me go to CYPE architecture. So this is the CYPE architecture, and this is the environment. And so here you have actually the three simple let's say tabs. So you have the sketch, you can go to the create the grid lines, and then here, just like any CAD software, so you have the necessary tools to create anything that you want. And then here you have the edit option. So at the let's say left side, you have actually option to create the plan view, elevation view, and even just the complete review or a 3D view, or even you can just isolate a portion of the structure and then present it as a 3D view. So here, for example, I can go to the roof. Okay, and then so this is the roof, and once I'm here, so just hover your cursor, and then so you can see the information of this element. For example, here I have the floor slab. So let me come a little bit let's say go to, for example, this elevation. Okay, and then so here you have actually the window, and you have all the information. So you can go for let's say LOD 500, even using SWIPE architecture. However, we recommend you to use again BIM Server Center, because in BIM Server Center, so you can seamlessly collaborate with other disciplines. Okay, with let's say architect, with the structural engineer, mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineer, and we have all the tools actually for you. Even you can go to the clash detection as well. Okay, so you have all this features, flexibility, efficiency, and productivity using this tools. Okay, so here you can go to this direction, and then so if I go to the architecture, so here you have the again the levels, the types, the tags, and we are actually connecting to different libraries of the architectural elements. Okay, so here if I go to the library, so as you can see here, we are actually working with different manufacturer. Okay, so you can just download the, for example, here. So simply I can click on download. I will accept the terms and condition, and then so you can download the catalogs. Okay, and for example, for vertical elements, so here you have the wall, curtain wall, railing, and also lower. And if I click on the wall, for example, here, so here you can just set the modeling type. Okay, and here based on the catalog that you have, so simply you can just place the wall. Let me go to this direction. Okay, if I go to, for example, edit option, so here I have this window, just I can click on this window, and then here, as you can see, you have the plenty of window types. Okay, so, or if I go to, for example, let's say one of this another element, for example, here, if I click on this, so again, here you have actually plenty of selection, which is all, let's say, from the manufacturer. So you can click on the different material, for example, here. So you have the chimney, and then here, so you can, just select different type of chimney, or even, the material that you have here. And definitely you can adjust or customize, whatever you want. Okay, and in terms of the furnitures, so you can go to the furnitures, and then here you have the let's say like chair, beds, and here you have the worktop, you have the let's say storage, you have the shelf. Okay, so if I click on each of them, for example, here, and you can maximize it. Okay, but for now, just I'm trying to show you the let's say the features that you have here. Okay, and you can also go to the catalog, and even you can again bring the different type of elements or furniture from the library and manufacturer that we have here, or you can create for yourself, just by going to the library, you can create it for yourself. As you can see here, just I selected this one, and then so I can put it here. Okay, something like this. Okay, is that, let's say right now, something practical just to show you. And you have the home appliances. Okay, so here you have all these things, and then you have the sanitary appliances, and you have the garden, let's say elements, and here also you have the user objects. You have the library. You can insert the let's say predefined sections or elements that you have already, so you can bring it to CYPE architecture. Okay, and another thing that I can tell you is about the let's say the lightness of the software. Okay, the software is really light compared to let's say other common software or tools available in the market. Okay, so simply I can actually go to any direction, any rotation. I can rotate the model very simply. Okay, so let me just go to another model that I have here. So in CYPE architecture also, you can bring the reinforcement. So because again, as we said, we have the seamless integration between our solutions. Okay, so once I'm thinking about the CYPE architecture and CYPECAD, so which means, these two software can talk to each other through BIM Server Center. Okay, so through this, let's say, platform. If I go to BIM Server Center, so here I have my, let's say, if I go to my own project that I have. Okay, so here I can go to the project that I have here, and all the projects here is listed. So some of this project, I created directly through, for example, CYPECAD, the software, analysis and design software. And at the same time, so I can synchronize the information into BIM Server Center, or, I received some of these projects from other parties. Okay, they share with me, and or I just generated the IFC file format from other solutions, and then so using the IFC uploader, which is another application that we have, so I upload the model into my BIM Server Center, and then so from that point I can develop the model. Okay, so why I'm talking about this, because here, so I have actually now this structure here. This is a, let's say, composite structure, including the steel elements and concrete elements. But for concrete elements, so here I have the reinforcement. So this reinforcement come from where? So this reinforcement usually come from the CYPECAD, which is the analysis and design software for building type structures. Okay, so and why I need to bring the reinforcement here? So in CYPE architecture. So from here, actually, no, as we said here, you have the sheets. You can go to different views. You can create the plan. You can create the sections, and and the flexibility in terms of the let's say drawing is much more better here. However, you have the open beam layout as well. Okay, so here you have the open beam layout, and for this let's say platform, so I can actually now just go to the edit option, and as you can see here, so I can go to for example different views. Okay, so just dynamically I can change the view from here. So this is just by some click, you can just create the sections. And not only that, from here you can, for example, go to the normal image, maybe hybrid image, maybe you can go to the vector image. Okay, because all the information are integrated. You have the scale factor, you have the image quality, you have the background, so you have all these options to come up actually with the great drawing. Okay, you can create a section. As you can see here, you have the tags, you have the text, you have the tables, you have the let's say links, dimensions, sections. You can create the sections. If I go to, for example, elevation, so here I have the elevation, and again I can go there, and from here again I can actually change the elevation. Maybe you want to just present the elevation in normal view. okay, or normal image. So here you can change it. Let me show you another thing. For example, if I go to here, I can go to the tag, okay, and then here, for example, I want to tag this sofa, okay, so just click on that, and then here, so I have the, let's say, this tagging, okay, so here you can, just, let's say, edit the text, and then here, so you have the sofa, okay, so you have all this, let's say, automatic editing inside the CYPE architecture. And right now, by the way, I'm showing you actually the open beam layout. Okay, so you have almost the same capability and flexibility in CYPE architecture as well. And for example, if you go to the table, so here you can go to the let's say table. Okay, and then you can create the table. You can actually go to the table wizard, and again you can actually change whatever you want to change. Okay, so here I just go to the edits, and then here, so you can just click on the option, and then here you can edit it. Okay, so it means that by using CYPE architecture and open beam layout, so actually you don't need to use any CAD solutions. And we have actually a complete CAD solution as well for generating professional drawing. But let me a little bit talk about the integration of the CYPE architecture with the CYPECAD. Okay, so assume that you have the architectural model, so you receive from another company, and you want to, let's say, go for a structural design of that model. So usually what we can do, so most of the time, so we have the let's say, the CAD drawing in 2D drawing, and then we need to recreate the model from scratch, okay? So from zero in our solutions. So, and it is really time consuming. So, but here, once you are working with CYPE, and it still doesn't matter, as you have the capability to import the IFC file format into our software. Assume that you have the Revit, you have the ArchiCAD, I don't know, you have the, Allplan, or any other model from any other architectural tools. Okay, so you can ask them to generate the IFC file format, and then you can import it to CYPE architecture. And once you have it here, so you can integrate it with CYPECAD. So how you can integrate it? So let me go to this model. Okay, so this is a model that just I received again. This model was shared with me. Okay, and this is about, if I'm not mistaken, 29-story building. Let's say, this is a kind of high-rise building. And here again, so you can go to different tabs. You have the furniture, you have everything. You can go to the, different views. So right now here, I don't have any section here, but I want to show you how you can actually export this model to CYPECAD, which is the analysis and design solution for building type structure. As you can see here, I have the, the options for update the model into BIM Server Center, and also I can share the model by generating the IFC file format. Okay, so here I will go to the structural analysis. So I have this, let's say, architectural model. I will go to a structural analysis, just click on that. So I decided to show you, let's say, in live demo, to actually to feel the workflow. Okay, otherwise simply I could actually just show you some pictures, but I wanted to show you to have some experience about this. Okay, so here just I click on that, and then here export options, so you can check the options, and then so I will click on that. It goes through the BIM Server Center, so everything will be synchronized in the BIM Server Center environment. And then, so we are going to CYPECAD software. Okay, so now we have actually this building, exactly. Okay, but here we are going to take the structural elements. So we are not caring about the architectural elements, about the furniture, about the appliances. So just we are taking care about the structural elements. And then here we have some updates. Okay, so assume that you have some changes in the model, and the architecture already has changed the some elements or geometry of the model or structure. So you can update it and synchronize it in BIM Server Center. And again, so you can take the update elements, okay? So you don't need to bring it the entire structure again and again, okay? So just you can focus on the updated part of the structure. So here you have, some other options again. So I'm not going to explain everything here right now. But definitely, once you are interested, to use CYPE, so always you have our support to answer your questions and to address your concern. So don't worry about that. So right now I have the configuration of the structure, and then so I will click on the next. Okay, so here right now I'm in the floor plan, and then here you have actually all this floor plan. If you want to change anything, so here actually you're able to change the elevation of the structure, and as you can see here, it shows you, and it means that still actually you have the flexibility. Once you are bringing the model from CYPE architecture to CYPECAD. Okay, so here you have this flexibility, and then so once you just satisfy with this procedure or stage, so you can go to the wall. So here you have the wall, and if I click on this option, so here you have the type of the wall. Okay, so the thickness of the wall, everything is here if you want to change. So this is all the walls for different floors. Okay, and then so here also you have the type of the wall. So maybe you want to change the type of the wall. So you have the reinforced concrete wall, plain stress wall, masonry wall, and also you can specify the boundary condition of the wall exactly at the support or at the base. Okay, so you want to fix it with the fixed support or pin support, or you want to add the foundation beam. So later, once I went to CYPECAD, I will show you, the different features that we have actually, for not only wall, but also for columns, for beams, and, slabs. And I will show you actually, the greatness of all these features that we have and the flexibility that you can, just play with them. Okay, so I will go to the next step, which is the beams. Okay, so here, let me just go to the next step, which is the floor slabs. And then I will go to the building elements. So here it's about the, let's say, partitions or parapets. Okay, so I don't have any partitions or parapets, but if you want to consider something like this, so you can, check the options to just generate the parapets as well. Okay, so then I will click on finish. So it takes a little bit time, but please bear with me. Okay, so here I have the elements, okay? And then, so if I go to the render view, okay, so this is the structural elements of the particular model that I had in CYPE architecture. You see how simply you can, just focus on the structural elements. So here you have the beams, you have the columns, you have the walls. And right now, actually, I'm in the render view of CYPECAD. Okay, so this is another area that I can talk about this maybe about 30 minutes. Okay, but I don't have enough time. So for example, here, I want to look at the walls only. Okay, so here, just I can activate the walls, and then here, so I have the wall. Here, maybe I want to look at the columns only. So here, I just simply, I can monitor the columns. So how is the, let's say, the column position. So you have the options, to go to different views. For example, here in the perspective mode, or actually, no, you can do it like this. You have, the options, just to double click on that. And you see here, you have the properties for the columns, for the elements. Okay, so let me just go back there. And then, so maybe you want to look at the Pilates lab. So right now I don't have the Pilates lab. Okay, so here just I created, let's say 3 levels with the Pilates lab. If I close this, So here right now I'm in the level 1. Okay, so you can go there, and then so from here you can simply go to different levels. So here you have options to go to different levels. Let's say go to level 32, and then I will accept it, and then here I have it. So using this option you can go to level 33, or you can shift down, or let's say go to upper floors. If I go to the slabs, for example, here, I want to just assign, a slab. Let's say our slab is 200 mm. So simply I click on this, for example, a slab. And then let's say here, I have this slab. And then so I go to the copy panel. Let's say this one. As you can see, we have the options to copy different, let's say, parameters of the slab. Okay, it's not a simple copy. For example, here I can only copy the depth of the slab, but maybe the cover of this slab is different from the cover of, for example, the corner slab. So that's why you can just ignore it. Okay, so this is kind of flexibility that we have, and I was talking about. Okay, so from here, so simply I can just click on that, and as simple as that, you can just create the slab at the level 34. If I go to, for example, level 35, let's say here, if I go to level 35, so here I will just say that, okay, so I want to actually take advantage of let's say copy from the level 34. Okay, so here simply I can select this, and then so here I can add the slabs to level 35 as well. If I go to my render view right now, okay, once again, so you see how simply you can add the slabs here. So this is actually now these two floors that I can add the slabs. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so I have this one. So this is just an example of integration of our CYPE architecture and CYPECAD. So let me go to another model. This is actually a real project that has been done. If I'm not mistaken, maybe Jaime can help me, okay, or correct me if I'm wrong. So I think this is in Spain or Argentina. So this is actually not the real project already done with CypCAD. And as you can see here, so we have the 29 levels, but from here, and also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another let's say about 36 floors. Okay, and you can look at the structure, which is a composite structure with the steel elements and also concrete elements. And here you have actually again the option to see the for example the columns maybe. So this is actually the columns. If you want to see, you can go to the walls. Okay, so you can look at the wall systems. Okay, so here this is the wall system, and also you can look at the, let's say other slab system as well. Okay, so you can filter anything that you want, and at the same time also you can actually now go to create a section. Okay, so here you can go to create a section in, let's say, X direction or in the Y direction. Okay, this is actually now very nice, especially once you want to discuss about a particular area of the structure with your colleagues, or maybe you want to show the project to the clients as well. Okay, so you have actually now all these capabilities, and not only that, so you can also show the let's say a structure based on the color coding. Okay, so here I have the material, and I can activate or deactivate the material to show the let's say the render view of the structure in the color coding as well. Okay, so let me just close this. I want to show you the, because this presentation is especially for you. That's why I just prepared this kind of information to be appropriate for you. So in the concrete, so you have the IS or let's say Indian code for design of the concrete material. For ruled steel also you can go for let's say use the Indian code as well. In terms of the wind load, also here you can go to apply the wind load according to India code. Okay, and here you can actually just look at the wind map, and if you want to be more accurate, so here you have the selection of the city. Okay, so you can just select it by alphabets that you have here. So I'm not that familiar actually with the Indian city, so hopefully one day I can visit India as well. But anyway, so here actually you have all these things. Yeah, so I know Hyderabad. Okay, so here you have it, and then for example here you want to select the Hyderabad. Okay, so here I can click on that, and then so as you can see, so based on the wind map, so automatically the software actually now update the wind speed, which is 44 meter per second. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this. And then you have the terrain category. So here again, you can click on that. And then here you have all the information in front of your eyes. Okay, so you don't need to even open up the code. Okay, so maybe for the first or second time using SIPE solution, so if you want to make sure that everything is correct, so you can open up the book. But after, let's say, once or second time that you use CYPECAD, so and make sure that actually the site include all the things. We believe that actually 100% we are sure that every single information is there. But for your let's say concern, okay, so you can simply rely to the information that you have here in this window. Okay, and simply you can use it. And definitely if you want to consider the P delta effect for wind load, so also you can activate the P delta effect as well. In terms of the seismic, again, so here we have the seismic for let's say these two versions. Okay, so 2016 and 2002. And again, so here you have all the information. For example, here you can click on that, and then here you have the analysis method and all the clauses according to the code. So you can read it here. In terms of the seismic zone, again, here you can click on the seismic map, and you have actually all the zones with all the information, and also the PGA or peak ground acceleration. You can actually click on the seismic zone based on the cities that you have here. As you can see, again, just you need to select the city, and then so the information, or let's say the PGA will be updated automatically for you. If you go to estimation of the fundamental period of the structure, again click on that and read the information. Okay, so here you can also click on this, and here you have the formula. Okay, all according to Indian code. Okay, so if you go to let's say a limit or let's say drift limit between the floors. Okay, so this is actually very important features that we have, just for you can apply the target displacement. Okay, in another way we can say target displacement. Assume that you want to control your drift. Okay, so then you can say that, okay, so based on the absolute or relative. Okay, so you can just let's say force the software. If the drift of the structure, for example, is more than 0.015 or 1.5% of the total height of the structure, so then the software automatically gives you the let's say the failure of the analysis, or let's say the elements. Okay, so you can force the software to let's say limit the drift. And so here you have also the information about the P delta. So again, you can read it. Okay, and in terms of the effect of vertical effect of seismic, so here again you can read the information. So usually we go for considering 20 or 25% of the horizontal effect of seismic. And here also you have the base shear condition verification. So the great thing about SIPE solution, especially once you are doing the seismic analysis, okay, so you don't need to separately calculate the base shear according to ELF, okay, or equivalent lateral force method, because always we need to check the let's say the design base shear. Once you are doing the response spectrum analysis, you need to compare it with the design base shear based on the ELF method. Okay, so the SIPE will do it for you automatically. Okay, so this is again one of the unique feature that we have in SIPE. Okay, so again, for P delta, if you want to consider it, just you need to check the option, and definitely here the software gives you the response spectrum analysis as well. Okay, or let's say response spectrum curve. Okay, so by changing actually this information, so the response spectrum curve will be updated. But the interesting thing also is here, okay? So you have actually know the structural system with all the reduction coefficient, okay, or reduction factor. So here you have the different system, lateral load resistance system. So you have all the factors or reduction factors. And then here also you have the structural system for, let's say, important factor. Okay, so here all the information again so is in front of you, and in terms of the spectrum multiplication factor. Okay, so here again you have actually know the information, and here you can actually know put the value as well. Okay, so this is about the let's say codes, but I'm not going to go to talk about the, for example, check fire resistant check, or about the limited state ULS, SLS. So this is all automatic. Okay, and definitely about the setting the concrete or material grade. So here you have for concrete, for steel, or this is steel actually for longitudinal and transverse reinforcement for the concrete, and also for steel sections, for timber or aluminum. So you have all this let's say options to set. Okay, so let me go to open up this model. In terms of the modeling, so I just prepared this simple model, but to show you the capability of the software, okay? So I start from the foundation, as you can see here. So you can go for different type of foundation. I have the pile cap, I have the mat foundation, okay, or raft footing here. So for this one, you have the foundation beam, you have the, let's say, combined footing here, you have the pad footing here, and even, for the wall, you have the strip footing as well. Okay, so here you have it. For the wall, I can, just go a little bit upper. For the wall, you can actually now create different type of walls. Okay, so later I will show you with different types. You can create the openings here very easily. And in terms of the columns, so later I will show you even more complex, let's say, structure. And then, so in terms of the opening, so you can go for partial opening, just like this, okay? And also you can go for, let's say, the entire opening, which is something like here. In terms of the dropping of the slabs, so here you have actually, simply you can go for slab drops, okay? You can go for beam drops as well. You can simply go for creating the staircases. So our staircases is a parametric method or approach. I will show you again later. And also we have the ramp, and again, ramp is parametric as well. Okay, so I will show you quickly. And then let me go to here. And in terms of the beams, for example, here also I can show you actually the beams here, and also the staircases. Okay, let me just go back here. And if you want to look at the more complex model, so I will go to here. So we created actually this model just as a CYPE model, as you can see here. So you have the slab. So this is the, let's say, the CYPE logo. Okay, so but you can simply create something like this. If I go to this again structural element that we have, you see the interesting thing about the render view. So just like AutoCAD, in AutoCAD we have the, or let's say in the CAD file we have the architectural layers, okay, or CAD layers. So here we have the structural layers. Okay, so you can simply go to focus on the, for example, the foundation. So here I have the foundation. I want to look at the let's say floor 1, which is actually the columns. Okay, and then so I can go to floor 2, floor 3, and then floor 4. Okay, not only that, so here also I can look at the for example footing. So here I want to look at the footing, so I can look at the columns. Okay, so here you can look at the columns. So in the column, so as you can see, so we can go for composite columns as well. So here I created, some of them, but definitely, our capability is beyond this. Okay, so here you have actually, this kind of columns, and definitely, this column will be designed. It's not actually, just to analyze the column and get the forces and then separately design the column. So it's not like that. So you can actually, just go to design, and even, the software is able to generate the drawing of this type of column as well for you. Yeah, and then so if I go to let's say this option that I have. So as you can see here, I can go to different levels and I can actually now just get the information. Okay, so what kind of material I have actually now for this, for example, column, or maybe for this column. So what kind of material I have. Okay, so this is actually the again, the capability of the software. So you should not worry about this.
Quick question, Dr. Khalid. I don't know if you've noticed in the question and answers, there was a gentleman that asked
Yes, please.
about the gust factor. We have gust factor for wind loads. Is it automatic or is it manual? I know that
Yes.
in India they have a gust factor. Can you answer
Yeah.
that?
Yes, actually, this is the automatic. Okay, but if they want to, let's say, manually, let's say, change or adjust the
It's
gust
also
factors,
possible.
yeah, it's possible. Yeah, they can do
Thank
it.
you. Thank you for that.
Most welcome. Okay, so let me a little bit, go ahead and show you even more interesting thing for this complex, let's say, structure. So you see our solution is able to generate the reinforcement. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have the reinforcement. Okay, so this is the 3D reinforcement for all the elements that you have, doesn't matter. Okay, so here I don't have the wall, but definitely, so later I will go back to the previous model, and also I will show you the reinforcement for the walls as well. Okay, so this is actually the beauty of CYPECAD. Okay, and if you remember in CYPE architecture, so I showed you actually this reinforcement. So this reinforcement can be imported from CYPECAD into BIM Server Center, and from BIM Server Center, it can be imported to CYPE architecture. Not only the reinforcement, I can say that almost everything. For example, here I have the connection, you see here. So this connection also can be just imported to CYPE architecture as well. So the connection can be designed in CYPE Connect. Okay, so you have, all this integration seamlessly between our solutions. Okay, so let me go back to this model, and I want to show you the reinforcement for the walls as well. And also for the ramps and staircases. Okay, so here, this is actually now the reinforcement for the walls. Okay, and also you can look at the reinforcement for the staircases and also for the ramps as well. I don't know, you notice that, let's say, the model is so light, once I'm working with the model. So as you can see, so simply actually, I'm rotating it, actually, I'm playing with this, and without any, let's say, crashing of the software, or let's say, any, let's say, delay. Okay, so here you have this, and then let me just close this. I want to show you also the capability of the software for applying the corbels as well. So here you can apply the corbel, okay, in different ways. So here I have it. Now let me show you the features that I created, this kind of things. So if I go to this model, and if I go to beam definition, so here I have the corbel. Okay, so let me start with the corbel. So if I go to edit, so here I have the corbel, and then as you can see here, everything is customized. I can, just make it bigger. So here you have the material, geometry, reinforcement. You can, change it to here. For example, here I can add the reinforcement, whatever you want. And definitely, everything actually, can be, let's say, generated as a drawing, okay, as a PDF, or you can also link the software to physical printer if you have at the office. So you can actually, just link it, so you can save the drawing as a DXF, DWG, or let's say JPG or BMP or EMF formats. Okay, so I don't want to, and you can also, see the 3D view before let's say designing the corbel. Okay, so here whatever you are doing, so you can go to the 3D view and you can see the effect. Okay, so for example, here I can go to this one, and this is the thing that I created, just to let's say pass the design. Okay, so this is the thing. And in terms of the staircase, so here I have the stair. I can click on that, and then I can go to the edit. Okay, so if I click on that, again, everything is parametric. And then so I can go to the span, for example. So here I have different type of a span. So as you can see, so everything is parametric. Okay, but let me just click on the span that I have here. So you can just go to the straight flight. So just like this, everything again is parametric, so you don't need to put too much effort. Okay, and here also you have the spiral staircases as well, and again everything is parametric, so just you need to do it. And also we have the free shape. Okay, assume that here you want to come up with the let's say arbitrary shape, or let's say the desired shape that you are looking for. So for example, here I have this staircase, so I can go to add another one. Maybe here I want to add something like this. So you have the angle, you have the staircase radius. Okay, so let me, for example, the radius I can go for 1.5 meter. Okay, and the steps, for example, I can go for 6, something like this, as you can see here. But for the next one, so I want to go for a straight one. Okay, so again, you can adjust them, and then here you have it. I can go to another one, and from here again I can actually just put it something like this. Okay, so completely free, and then very easy to work with a staircase, and even the ramp. So but before going to the ramp, so I can go to the detail of the staircase. So here the software generate the drawing of the staircase as well. So here you have all the information. Okay, and here also, if you have several flights or a staircase, so all will be listed here. Again, from here, you can go to generate the DXF, DWG, or PDF, or whatever you want. And also you can look at the forces as well. Okay, so here I can go to the forces. So here, maybe I can go to a proper view. For example, here, you can go to the contour plot. You can look at the displacement. You can look at the forces. Okay, so here you have different forces. And also you can look at the checks. Okay, so here, again, we have the unique feature to check the, let's say, the shear values, and if there is any requirement for steel area due to the shear. Okay, so here the software just tells you which area you need to provide the shear reinforcement as well. And okay, so let me just close this. If you want to edit
Would you
the
like for me to ask you the questions as they come along or wait till the end, Dr. Khalid?
up to you,
No, no,
Ami.
whatever you prefer, but because we have a follow-up question from the gentleman about the gusts. He asked if we can show where it is that he can apply the gust information. Okay.
Okay, maybe at the end of the presentation I will go
Okay,
back.
so we'll do all of the questions at the end because I have several of them as well. Okay.
Yeah, because yeah, sure,
All
sure.
right, so let's do that. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay, so now, so this was about the staircase and ramp. Okay, so in terms of the loading, actually, no, you have all options, to apply the load on the beams and the slabs, partially, let's say, fully UDL. So you have, completely free. And also you can, apply the load to the columns as well. So here you have the options. Okay, again, don't worry about the, the learning curve of the software. So it is completely easy. Okay, and super easy, I can say that. Okay, to learn the software. So because everything actually is put it actually in different stages. For example, here I have the column. Okay, so column definition. So after defining the column, so I can go to the beam definition. Under beam definition, so I can actually go to complete my model. So here you can apply the horizontal load or head load or vertical load actually to the columns as well. Okay, so you don't have any issue with applying the loads. So in terms of the beams, so if I click on the beam, so here we have the family, and also we have the type of the beam. So for example, here I have the flat beam with different types. Okay, so here you can see the flat rectangular beam, and flat T-beam, and flat, let's say, beam with right flange and also with left flange. Okay, so I'm not going to read all this for you, but here we have the drop beam with different configuration. By the way, the last one actually is the tapered beam. Okay, so you can actually look at this. If I want to show you what is tapered beam is, So I can go back here in this model, and then so I will go to the render view once again. Okay, and then here I want to look at the beams. Okay, so this is the thing that I have. Okay, so you can go actually now to create such beam as well. Okay, so as you can see, is not let's say kind of prismatic beam. It is non-prismatic beam. Okay, so you can create it something like this. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, in terms of the wall, so I can go to the wall. So here I can click on this wall. And then, so here you have actually now the base of the wall. So you can, go for fix or strip footing without soil structure interaction or with soil structure interaction. So we have actually a nice solution for considering the soil structure interaction. Okay, so here specifically and particularly we are talking about the soil structure interaction with the footing or strip footing of the wall. And then so you can, just assign the foundation beam at the bottom of the wall, or maybe, the wall is supporting by other structural elements. So you can actually now say that other structural support. Okay, and here also you have other options if you want to apply the load to the wall. So you don't need again, to calculate it by yourself. So the thing that we have, so you can go there and just you need to get this information from the geotech engineer. So like, the slope angle, the soil weight, unit weight, or let's say, the drainage loss or friction angle. And from also here, you have actually now the surcharge, in different manner. So uniform or strip or line or point. As you can see again, so everything is parametric, okay? So you can, very quickly, come up with the let's say, the modeling and even, for applying the load. So you have all this automatic solutions. But in terms of the wall, so what type of wall you have? You have the reinforced concrete wall, plain stress wall, reinforced concrete block wall, and also you have the masonry wall. Okay, so just for now, for your general information, what kind of wall we have here. So in terms of the slab, okay, so I can go to the panel, and here, let's say if I go to the enter panel, so we have the joist velour slab. I'm not sure in India this is actually now kind of common type of slabs, okay, but I know in Middle East, for example, they are using this type of slab a lot. In Europe also, I know actually now commonly used, this kind of a slab. So if I want to show you actually know what is this, so again, parametric modeling. Okay, so you have this kind of schematic view of the joist velour slab, and the thing that you need to do here, just key in the value, and you have actually the options to select the material of the let's say the block. It can be concrete or ceramic or polystyrene or any generic material, and also it can be as a reinforced joist or pre-stressed joist. Okay, so you have all these options. Okay, but again, so if you go here, just hover your cursor at the top of each of this joist velour slab, and you will see actually what kind of slab you have here. Okay, so for those are involved in precast industry, so here we have the hollow core slab. Okay, and from here, so maybe they want to create for themselves. So here they can add whatever they want, so they can just create their own catalog, okay, based on the catalog that they have for let's say the hollow core slab. Okay, so you can actually just create it and use it. Okay, in terms of the composite slab, so here you have the form deck and also you have the composite deck. So you have the predefined sections here, and you can add whatever you want. By the way, I need also to emphasize at this point that so it doesn't matter you are creating a column or beams or slabs or walls, you can actually just create your own library as well. Okay, so you can for example here I can say that, okay, so this is the thing that I want to create my own library. So simply I can go to create, I can name it, okay, so whatever I want, and I can describe it. And from here, so just you need to key in the value, okay, for different let's say parametric options that you have here. And maybe you want to take care about the stats as well. So here actually just you can key in the value and you can save it for yourself. Okay, so this is actually the thing that I have it here. And then so you can add it as much as you want. Okay, and it is not only for this model. Okay, so once you saved it, so later maybe you want to open up the CYPECAD again, and this actually will be saved. Okay, it is listed, because the software actually is installed in same computer. Okay, so that's why, so you have actually whatever you created in the software. Okay, so we have the Waffle Lab. So again, for the Waffle Lab, we are connected to the manufacturers. Okay, so here we have the Open Beam database. Okay, so you can go for the loss form of the Waffle Lab or removable form of Waffle Lab. If I click on that, so you may understand actually know what is this kind of a slab. So let me just show you from here. Okay, so this is actually the loss form. Okay, so from here, so you have it. And again, so if you want to customize it, so it is very easy to customize. Okay, right now, let me just show you some of them. And if I go to removable, so this is actually now the removable type. Okay, so you have the intensive library. But again, if you want to create it any, let's say, Buffalo slab with any configuration. So here again, just you can type whatever you want, and then here you have the options to come up with the ribs, okay, and then here all the other again parametric options that you have. So it is completely, I mean, you're completely free to whatever you want to create. And then so you have the flat slab, maybe the most common type of a slab that we have. So here, just you need to key in the thickness, and then you have the matte foundation, and again here, so you have the subgrade modulus, just to consider the soil structure interaction. But once I'm thinking about the soil structure interaction, so it is about something here. Okay, so if I go to here, we have the foundation, and then so here I can just activate the verify footing sliding. Okay, so this is actually now the option that we have for considering the soil structure interaction. Okay, and then here you have the adherence capacity of the soil and also the friction angle. Okay, apart from other options that you have here. For example, you have the allowable bearing capacity of the soil. Okay, so here you can key in the value, or again, so every information that you need is here. So for example, what kind of soil you have: gravel, dense sand, medium dense sand, loose sand, silt, hard clay, semi-hard clay, or soft clay. And here you have actually minimum and maximum bearing or allowable bearing capacity of the soil according to the different type of the soil characteristic that you have. Okay, so even maybe in this area, so you don't need to wait for the geotech engineer, to get this information. So as long as actually know what kind of soil type you have. So this is all from the code. Okay, so this is actually the thing about the soil structure interaction. And then so in terms of the post tension, maybe I can just take you to this model. Okay, so this is here actually it is again real structure that already designed by one of our customer. If I show you the render view, okay, so this is the model. So let me just activate everything here. Okay, and they used actually the Buffalo slab. And in this levels, actually, they use the post-tension slab as well. So let me just close this. And then so I can go to one of these levels. Okay, so here, and if I go to the post tension, so I can go to the view option, and then here, so I have the post tensioning. Okay, so if I go to the post tension, you have all the option again, just to edit the post tension, let's say assign the tendons, move the anchors, edit the anchors, assign the anchors, and even, finally you can go to the 3D view of the post tension system that you have. Okay, so this is the thing that you have actually beautifully. You can actually look at the let's say tendons. Okay, and another thing that I want to emphasize again here, so you can also um, place the tendons inside the beams as well. So as you can see here, it is not only for the slab, but here also I have the beam, and you can actually put the tendon inside the beams as well. Okay, so I know actually some of the let's say PT solutions, they cannot put the post tension tendons inside the beams. They can only go for the slabs. Okay, so this is maybe another feature that we have here, compared to other solutions. And so yeah, so here you have, I don't want to, maybe I can show you some of them. For example, edit tendon. So if I click on that, so here, as you can see, the software automatically actually calculate the losses. Okay, so here you have the deferred losses or instantaneous losses. Okay, so here you have it. And in terms of the anchorage, okay, so here you have the anchorage type. So you can actually put it there. So you can create the different type of the tendons. This is all depends on you. Okay, so you have the bonded tendons, and also you have the unbonded tendons as well. Okay, so you have it, and then here again you have the options to key in the values as well.
Dr.
Okay,
Khalid,
so
we
yes,
have
please.
about 5 minutes, so we have to start concluding.
I'm
We have to
so
get
sorry.
to some questions, but no, it's okay. It's because this is all so interesting. I don't know if you want to get to a few certain things before closing, and we can
Maybe
go.
quickly,
Yes, yes,
just, yeah, I can show them, some of the models just to let them know that,
sure.
this CAD
What's
is not only
possible?
for, yeah,
Okay, go, go.
the possibility, yeah, the flexibility of the software. Okay, so here I have the water tank, and then so you can actually go for, let's say, water tank design. So maybe I can show them actually, this simple, let's say, the drop panels. Okay, so here you can actually go for drop panels. And then so another one actually if they want to go for complex connections, sorry, complex structures. Okay, so I just prepared this one. Okay, so here they have actually something like this. So here they have the inclined roof with the openings. Okay, so just we try to say that actually everything is possible using CYPECAD. Okay, so in terms of the modeling, so you don't have any limitation. So I don't think that you have something more complex that this kind of a structure. Okay, so here I believe that almost every let's say complex modeling you can find in this model. Okay, and let me go to another, maybe the last one. So here we have the Burj Khalifa. So just we try to remodel the Burj Khalifa in CYPECAD, okay, to show the capacity of the software. Okay, if I go to here, as you can see, you have the 163 floors. Okay, and then from here again, so you can just filter the floors. Okay, something like this. Okay, so here actually no, you have it. Okay, so you can focus on different floors, and then so you can come up. Maybe you want to look at the let's say structural systems. Okay, so what kind of a structural system you have here? If I go to, for example, the walls. Okay, so this is actually the wall, and then so you can actually just look at the wall. Okay, maybe you want to look at the beams, maybe here. Okay, so this is actually all the beams. Maybe you want to look at the steel sections. Okay, so here you have actually the steel sections of this brilliant structure. Yeah, I think that's it, Jaime. And the last thing also, sorry, I'm so sorry, the last part. So definitely, actually, no, you can bring the architectural drawing to CYPECAD, okay, as much as you want. For example, here I have actually this drawing, which is actually I just take it from internet. And this is the kind of PDF. So just we convert it to CAD file, and then so we bring it here just to create the model. Okay, and then so if I go to here, so I can just activate it. Okay, so right now you can see the drawing is here. If I want to show you, if I deactivate the drawing, okay, so this is the model, but this is the model with the drawings. Okay, so the drawings is here. And I didn't show them the let's say the drawing, Jaime. So I don't know.
Go
We
ahead and
have
show, yeah, if you want, show
uh,
the type of drawing. I think the drawing is important so that they see an example of the drawings the
yeah.
program generates.
Okay.
Because again, I remind everybody, the structures program he's showing, it's all the same software that's doing all of this stuff you're seeing. The drawings is just a couple of minutes. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay, so here you have actually the drawings. You can add the drawings as you like. Okay, for example, here I have the elevation view of the columns with the bar bending schedule as well. So you have the column schedule. So the configuration is not customized, so you can customize the configuration. I don't have time actually now to show you how you can configure the drawings. Okay, so let me go to another one, another type. So for example, here they have the beam drawings. So with the sections, and all the bar bending schedule. I can show them the maybe wall drawings. So here, so the ramp already I showed them. So here, this is actually now the ramp. So they can generate the uh, plan view and even the layout of the structure. They can also generate the foundation loading as well. Okay, so I didn't actually generate that one here, but all this kind of drawing possible in CYPE solutions. I think that's it from my side.